So 50 Cent might be the most diabolical operator in not just the hip-hop world, but the business world and even the political world now. Because rumor has it that Donald Trump was potentially about to give P. Diddy a pardon for his despicable crimes. And then 50 Cent swooped in and absolutely destroyed the pardon deal. Apparently, this is really what happened, okay? So just a few days ago, just before July 4th, they're saying Trump was likely to pardon pollution violators, and he was privately weighing clemency for Diddy and other high-profile sources. He was considering the Diddy clemency. Okay, that's what they were saying. He was gonna let Diddy off. He was about to pardon a slate of people convicted of emissions and clean air related violations, and he's still discussing other potential acts of clemency, including for Sean Diddy Combs and several other well-known figures. So he was having a meeting Friday on the topic of pardons. He was going to decide based on recommendations from advisors. All right. I wonder who these advisors are. I wonder if any of them are friends, celebrities, maybe family, maybe his sons, all right? So it said everybody's been lobbying for pardons. Neither Diddy or other high-profile cases were expected to be on the recommendations list from the pardon team, but could have been from outside people. So basically, it says Diddy was serving the sentence of just over 4 years in federal prison in Fort Dix, ironically, after he was convicted last year of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He was acquitted on charges of trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. They're saying Mr. Trump hadn't committed on Friday morning to a firm number of people who will receive clemency, but he's been privately discussing whether to grant requests, including from Combs, one of the sources said. They said President Trump is the ultimate decider on any clemency-related actions. It's up to him, right? And the president told the New York Times in January Diddy had written a letter to him to ask for a pardon, but said at the time he wasn't considering the request. Okay, and there's other people in the rap game that were asking for a pardon. They were also saying that Grammy Award-winning rapper Praz of the Fugees, who's in federal prison serving 14 years of criminal charges he conspired with a Malaysian financier to orchestrate a bunch of foreign lobbying campaigns at influencing the government under 2 different presidents, and basically the person he was working with allegedly embezzled $4.5 million from a sovereign wealth fund in Malaysia. But anyway, okay, we're really caring about Diddy, okay? So apparently Diddy was on the table. Apparently it was a possibility. But then this happened, all right? Out of nowhere, very controversially, 50 Cent was booked to play at Trump Jr.'s exclusive MAGA club. This was a genius chess move that I believe cooked Diddy. Okay, so this was reported, right? 50 Cent, he was set to be the secret performer at the executive branch, the members-only club owned by Donald Trump Jr. on July 3rd, the day before them pardons were getting sent out. This man is a genius. Okay, 50 Cent was set to be the latest hip-hop artist to perform at the executive branch, joining Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, and Timbaland. Not Ja Rule, man. They should have got them two together for $1 billion. His scheduled performance came after 50 Cent claimed in 2024 he turned down a $3 million offer to take the stage at the Trump rally in Madison Square Garden because he's afraid of politics. He said, I stay away from religion, I stay away from politics. That's the formula for the confusion that sent Kanye to Japan. He said something about both of those things. Now he can only go to Japan. I don't want to get onto that. So we thought that 50 Cent didn't get into politics. We thought he didn't rock out with MAGA. But this time around, all right, just so happens, okay, he did it just in time for them Diddy pardons, all right? This is genius, if you ask me. So this is giving some backstory about Donald Trump Jr. He's got this kind of, this private club in Washington, D.C. and Georgetown. Basically, you know, it's essentially, you know, a secret club, all right? They're saying they've had investments. They've invested in SpaceX, Neuralink, all Elon Musk companies. You know, there's a lot of connections. This is a serious group, all right? The fact that Trump's getting invited, the fact that 50 is getting invited to Trump Jr.'s club is very interesting. Now, a lot of people were outraged by this, okay? And basically, allegedly, okay, this is a post that Diddy made. Some people don't believe it. People are saying this piece of shit really trying to make his fans believe he accepted Trump's invitation to go against Diddy. How fake can someone be? But I think it's possible. So this is 2 posts where they basically said 50 Cent performs at Don Jr.'s club amid Diddy pardon buzz. 50 Cent said, lol, you see how the world works? You shouldn't say such nasty things about people. So 50 Cent is basically hinting at the possibility that he is the reason that Diddy was left off of Trump's latest list, okay? Because it was reported soon after this, all right, it was reported soon after this that Diddy was indeed left off the list. He didn't make it in. 50 Cent was trolling Diddy, as the new report claims that he's off the pardon radar. The rapper piled on with a gleeful Instagram post after reports and rumors suggested his longtime rival is not expected to receive the pardon recommendation. He had a little dance on his grave, okay? He wasted no time celebrating after new reports and rumors suggested that Diddy was not on the pardon list for July 4th. He hopped on Instagram and basically he had two stories, one from LA Magazine detailing his performance at Don Jr.'s club and another from the source that reported that Diddy had been left off. Okay, this is the official post right here, but it's been taken down. It's a tweet and delete, all right? But we saw it, all right? We saw it happen. So basically, okay, let's look at this article. So this is 50 Cent. He did do the performance. He went through with it. He performed at Don Jr.'s club amid the Diddy pardon buzz. Okay, Trump reportedly discussed Diddy's possible pardon. 50 suddenly performed at Don Jr.'s exclusive club. I think he knew exactly what he was doing, man. All right. People have been saying, do you think this is the reason 50 is performing at Don Jr.'s new club tonight? 50 pledges to prevent a Trump pardon for Sean Diddy Combs. He said, I'm going to reach out. Donald doesn't take well to disrespect and he doesn't forget who chooses to go against him. 50 says of pre-maneuvering verdict. Okay. So this is apparently the opening of the club with 50 Cent headlining the opening of this exclusive club. Oh, let's not do that, all right? Go, Shardy. It's your birthday. It's America's 250th birthday. We're not going to pardon Diddy like it's his fucking birthday. No, we don't get... Hell no, okay? Absolute, like, just genius play, honestly, okay? It said an unexpected crossover. The Grammy-winning rapper was set to perform at the executive branch for America's 250th birthday. Go, America, it's your birthday. So obviously, 50 Cent very publicly expressed he wanted to make sure that Diddy never got a pardon. They said the timing was interesting because apparently Trump was considering the pardon. He hadn't made the decision. He told the press, nobody asked. I know people are thinking about it. People very close have been asking. I'll look at the facts. If someone's mistreated, whether they like me or not, it wouldn't have an impact on me. So they're saying 50 got wind of this news months prior. He weighed in, all right, and he was posting, basically, he said he was going to reach out to Trump and make sure the president knew how I feel about this guy. Reminded followers that Diddy had previously criticized Trump after headlines said that he was trying to torpedo his pardon. 50 said, I didn't say I would nuke anything. I simply said I would make sure that Trump is aware. Okay, and it's official. It worked. The plan worked. Diddy was not on the pardon list. This is the latest.
The four presidents carved into Mount Rushmore collectively issued more than 1,100 presidential pardons combined. President Trump, who's visiting there tonight, has out-pardoned them all and is now adding more pardons.
So he'd pardoned the most people ever. Diddy weren't on that list, bro. You didn't make it on the list. You're not on the list.
Here's Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes.
His name was discussed, but when President Trump's pardon list came out this afternoon, Sean Diddy Combs, convicted last year on prostitution-related charges, was not on it. Instead, Trump said he was pardoning 6 people who he claimed were persecuted by the Biden administration and sentenced to prison for what Trump described as fixing their car. The 6 were all convicted of pollution violations, including tampering with air pollution control equipment in vehicles.
Happy Independence Day.
On the eve of the nation's birthday, Trump plans to celebrate tonight here in the nation's heartland at Mount Rushmore, where some supporters have mused about adding Trump's face to the tableau. In 2020, Trump said, "It sounds like a good idea to me." Earlier this year, he even reposted AI images squeezing him in alongside Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt.
I don't know any way that it would be possible.
Diana Nielsen is the CEO of the Mount Rushmore Society. She says the main obstacle isn't political, but geological.
There isn't any carvable rock from what was done originally, and it would make it very tenuous for the sculpture that is there to go in and to try and blast another face, no matter who it is.
With the pardons he signed today, President Trump has now granted clemency to more than 1,600 people during his second term. That's more than 6 times as many people as he pardoned during his first term. Tony.
All of those pardons, but not a single one for the diddler. It's heartbreaking, isn't it, people? Now, look, I'm honestly, look, at the end of the day, Diddy is going to be home soon. It ain't that much longer he's gotten his sentence. He didn't really go out too badly, even though he is facing other cases when he gets out. But I personally do believe that 50 Cent had something to do with this. I believe it probably wouldn't take that much lobbying. I think it's as simple as him saying, look, I don't normally do political stuff, but I will perform at your opening party, Don Jr. put in a word. Don't let that Diddy pardon go through. I think Trump has a very good relationship with his family, with his sons. I think he probably does take their advice. They're saying the reason that Trump even got on the stream with people like Aiden Ross and, you know, he did the interview, I think, with Logan Paul and like, I think he did Valuetainment or he did PBD. A lot of these apparently came from his son. His sons were recommending him to tap in with Aiden Ross, to tap in with the, you know, I think XQC popped in, like tapping in with all these people that his son knows about. So I wouldn't be surprised if his kids are putting in a word and saying, yo, Big 50 said it's a no-go, all right? No pardon for Diddy is diabolical. I wouldn't put it past 50 Cent. And even the fact that he took it down, he took the post about it down, makes me think it's even more true, because it's almost like he making the block too hot. 50 Cent is a master troll. He very rarely walks back his trolling, but that makes me think it's like he might have actually been like, you know what, I'm just gonna even just like hush it down because I really did this shit. I pulled it off. I don't even want to bring too much more attention to it. But that's what I think happened, man. I think 50 Cent cooked Diddy. If you don't believe me, if I'm lying, I'm flying economy, and I bet I know who I'm gonna see. But I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Happy 5th of July. You know what I'm saying? Last night was crazy. But I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.